I think my first major influence in acting is Mr. Bachchan. I don't feel it's important to set up things in an audience's mind. If you were to do a film with Salman, what would the film? I'd say it would not be a regular masala kind of film.
Tell us something about Bhag Milkha Bhag. I believe you're doing a lot of running these days. Doing a lot of training.
I mean, yeah, of course, it's a part of preparation for the role. And again, it's with every day passing, we're getting closer, of course, to the beginning of the shoot. And also, I mean, like the how do you say, the kind of titanic size of this responsibility is like kind of becoming more and more apparent. And but amazing. It's a challenge, but it's a very, very exciting film, and it's a very, very exciting part for me to be doing, and to be working with Rakesh, is something that I think is going to be a very special experience.
I think as an actor, I think once ek baar aap acting, once you start the entire process and all, I think you totally just immerse yourself into it, because that's what the reports say. Aap zyada interaction bhi nahi hote hain aapke, you don't, I think, move out that much as well, you don't talk to the press at that point of time. We've seen it in Rock On, and we've seen it, I think, in Kartik Calling Kartik, especially because the kind of role that you're playing at that point of time. So is that like a conscious attempt on your part, just internalize or something like that?
The thing is, I really feel that before you get in, I feel eventually your performance, the character that you're playing, it should eventually speak for itself, when people watch the film. I feel at times when you're out there, or you're talking too much about your film, you're talking too much about your part, and having to at times almost maybe kind of for having no choice, reveal, parts of what the character is going to do in the film, or how you're going to play your role. I don't know, I don't feel it's important to set up things in an audience's mind. I think if you tell them, oh, I'm doing so much for the role, and I've started doing these classes, and I'm going and living there for 3 months, you're just setting yourself up, and you're creating a certain expectancy that I don't know if it's healthy for a film, so as long, I don't mind being out there, I don't mind talking to whoever, but I feel when you have to start talking about the character that you're playing, and you may not feel that way, but there's many people who might feel like it's a bit rude that you're not wanting to share any information.
Bilkul. I think we've understood it, because we've interacted with you over a period of time. I still remember for Rock On, we wanted to do interaction, and you had very politely just replied that right now I just want to concentrate on the...
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very, very important.
Okay, what are your role models in acting? Who are the people that you look up to?
I think my first major influence in acting is Mr. Bachchan. That's my first major influence. I would say him. Robert De Niro is another major influence. And probably Sanjeev Kumar ji, I think, are the three major influences. I think he was also, I mean, it's quite wild, because when you watch his work, he's just amazing in almost everything he did, and very versatile, and again, somebody who had no qualms about playing any kind of character. He'd play a father, he'd play a brother, he'd play a friend, he'd play a villain, he'd play a hero. He just wanted to act. And I think that love for the art form, is something that whether it's kind of got diluted, but it somehow performances and somehow acting has become about many other things apart from just acting. So that love that you see that he had for just wanting to be in a film and wanting to play a part in a movie is very respectable.
Salim Khan Saab had given you his Filmfare trophy for Rock On. I've just heard that I think वो काफी भारी है, in fact, वो trophy आज के ज़माने से ज़्यादा. So you can look at it in those terms as well, that I think Salim Khan Saab giving you his trophy, कितना special है आपके लिए वो?
It's by far, I think, the most special award that I have on my shelf, for sure. I mean, it came from such an unexpected, in such a unexpected kind of way. Which is one, and for it to come from Salim uncle, because of the amount of work that he's done, the kind of work that he's done, the relationship that I've had with him growing up, that he's had with the family. And again, I think for someone to tell you how moved they are by your work, and give you something that must have been special to him, because he won that award. I think if he told me that he had won it for Zanjeer, if I'm not mistaken. And to give me that award that he must have, that probably was his first award, because Zanjeer was their big break. undescribable. You know the feeling, and it's really, I mean, it's got pride of place.
There are reports that you'll be working, you're directing Salman in one of the forthcoming films, in fact, in days to come. Can you tell us something about that?
I don't know really what there is to say about it. These reports keep coming.
I think there's a quote from you as well that it won't be a regular Salman Khan masala sort of film. It will be something your territory. Which
No, I think that quote was, somebody asked me that if you were to make a film with Salman,
like that.
what would, yeah, but I mean, you should know this. Yeah, come on, Faridun, man.
No, at least we don't do that. Because we
No,
don't
I'm not saying you know, you
twist
do
that.
it, but I'm saying you can understand it. You know, that, I mean, I was asked, like, if you were to do a film with Salman, what would the film, I'd say it would not be a regular masala kind of film. I'd probably want to do something different.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that we're actually doing something different.